What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams here at the distance. I got a prediction for you guys. This one's going to be really quick. Kaizer Mabuza versus Zab Judah. The match takes place on March the 5th. It's going to be a pay-per-view on Integrated Sports. I'd like to try to watch it if I can, but more than likely I won't be able to watch it due to the fact I think there's two cards that night, if I'm not mistaken. But I'll see what's going on that night. I might order it. We'll see. But overall, it's an interesting matchup. Zab Judah versus Kaizer Mabuza. A lot of people, including myself, don't believe that Zab should be in this position because a lot of people, including myself, believe he lost the matchup to Matisse, despite the fact it's a fight that could have gone either way. But what can you say? We got the IBF light welterweight belt on the line here, and this is going to be a very interesting matchup, to say the least. But starting off with Kaizer Mabuza, because I'm just going to make this prediction very quick. Kaizer Mabuza is going to have to walk down. He's going to have to be very consistent in this matchup. From the opening bell to the ending bell, if it goes the full 12. He's going to have, Mabuza doesn't have the best jab. His jab is kind of a measuring stick for him to get inside. He kind of uses the jab, he pushes it out there, and then he, as quickly as he can, he walks in and he throws a lot of punches. He throws a lot of punches. The punches are pretty much arm punches, and he throws them at a good volume. He throws them at a good volume, at a pretty good tempo. Likes to apply pressure. In this matchup, he's just gonna have to be consistent with the arm punching, because Zab Judah, as we all know, wears down the later rounds. But if he goes in, and he takes some of the earlier rounds. He's gonna have to come in. He's gonna have to get some early rounds, and then take Zab Judah to the later rounds. Because Zab does get a second win in the fights, but like I said, consistency, pressure, and just throwing a lot of punches at a high volume, high work rate, and that could pretty much beat Zab Judah on the cards, and that beats him convincingly. Zab Judah, on the other hand, I think in this matchup, I think there's hope for Zab Judah in this matchup. Something that Mabuza does when he misses punches, because he does miss a lot of punches. He's not the most accurate puncher, and like I say, he throws a lot of arm punches. He wants to catch Mabuza coming in. He wants to catch him, and not only that, I think he wants to fight a little more controlled than he did, in the last matchup. He did kind of fight controlled at the beginning. But, towards the later stages of the fight, we saw the old Zab where he was tired and, the ring was cut off and he was catching all kinds of body shots. Honestly, I don't think he hits the body as hard as Matisse, to say the least. That's just my opinion. I don't think, his body shots are as authoritative because of how he throws them. But I think that Zab is going to have to catch him coming in. He's going to have to counter over the jab. That's pretty much his key to victory. If he's not offensive, if he's not, throwing combinations and throwing the power punches, he has to pretty much make his defense offense. Fight his offense, then make the defense offense by countering him. Counter over his jab with the overhand left maybe. Or use the uppercut when he misses punches. Just counter punching is going to be it's going to play a huge role in this matchup for Zab Judah if he wants to catch Kaizer Mabuza and win this matchup. Like Mabuza, maybe work at a high work rate and counter him. Those are pretty much his keys to victories. Don't stand in front of Mabuza. A lot of movement, but be controlled with it. Don't be too tense in there. That should give Judah the matchup. Countering, effective work rate. I think it works best with Zab Judah. Effective but controlled. So this is a hard matchup to kind of score, and really depends on what Zab we see, and we always see the same Zab anyway. But I think that this matchup can go either way. That's just my opinion. I think it can go either way. But I believe that Kaizer Mabuza will be a little more consistent than Lucas Matisse. Matisse did start to come in, later on in the fight, starting from round 4 or 5, he started to kind of come into his own. Mabuza, I think, will come into his own much earlier in this matchup. Something that a lot of people are looking at is, the Kendall Holt victory, and Kendall Holt wasn't throwing punches at Mabuza. Zab Judah is definitely going to be throwing punches. That's just how he fights. He throws punches. He boxes. But he can be cut. But the ring can be cut off from him. And I think that Mabuza is going to apply a lot of pressure to him. So I'm going to go with. It's a tricky one, but I'm going to go with Mabuza by a split decision. I like Mabuza's split decision in this matchup. If the judges are, acting funny, I wouldn't be surprised if Zab took the matchup but I think there's a good chance that Zab could catch Mabuza coming in and knock him out. But I'm gonna go with Mabuza by decision. Anyway, guys, that was the distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.